Welcome to the Trees and Lines podcast, where we discuss fresh perspectives on utility vegetation management. Don't forget to follow along on LinkedIn for the latest news. Now, let's dive into this week's episode. Welcome to another episode of Trees and Lines. This will be our last one that we're recording at the Trees and Utilities 2025. And Tom Sullivan is going to be my co-host, and we're welcoming Stan Vera-Art, President and Creative Catalyst with Grow with Trees. Stan, I appreciate you stopping by and joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm glad you saved the best for last.
Yeah, well, you were a guest last year, and we thought
Well
we'd
said,
follow
Stan.
up. Stan comes to us fresh from speaking, right? You just got off the stage a half hour ago.
Yeah, I just spoke. It's good to see you again, Phil. It has been a year. It's way too long. The last time we talked, I was enthusiastic and very motivated regarding a certification that a cross-industry task force or task force from the cross-industry is putting together. And since I've seen you last, I'm even more excited and more motivated. We have accomplished so much since that time. And the first thing that we realized we really need to kick off is creating a feasibility study and see if everybody else, other than the task force members, is as keen and excited about a land stewardship certification. So we launched a feasibility study through a private consultancy company that is specialized in doing so. And if you like, I'm happy to share some information about that.
Well, yeah, I would. I saw some results there in your presentation, and I was surprised in a number of ways. But I'll let you share your results of the survey, I assume.
Yeah,
And,
the survey and the feasibility study. So
a lot of support is what I saw.
there's a lot of support and a lot of interest. So what we did was we first fundraised, and the American Petroleum Institute, the UAA, as well as the Right-of-Way Habitat Working Group, pitched in and saw the mission and believes in what we're doing. So through the Ohio State University, we were able to set up an escrow account and contract with Seacrest. Seacrest is a company that has been creating certifications across the country for 20 years. And their recommendation was start with a feasibility study. So we put together the survey, we launched it in the industry, we approached a variety of different industries across sectors, so DOTs, utilities, pipeline companies, railroads, and then we asked, is there a need in the survey? And there was an overwhelming response from both right-of-way managers as well as contractors. 80% said there is a need or a strong need. And the contractors even were slightly higher than the right-of-way managers.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Contractors had more interest because I can tell you in the past, they've resisted some of the certifications. So that could be a change in attitude over a couple decades. I don't know.
I mean, certainly there's some hope that this will raise the professionalism of the crews and get some recognition of that professionalism as well.
Correct. So building a profession around being stewards of early successional habitat, being stewards of managing quality, diverse, biodiversity rich, herbaceous rich, the right composition of herbaceous and grasses with some shrubs, and be stewards of that landscape.
Yep, with a reward to them, hopefully.
And the reward being the pride, the ownership,
That's part of it.
the stewardship. The looking back and say, hey, I created this. And we've done some pilot projects already on utilities. And Tom, the results we have seen from the pilot studies that we've done so far is where VM crews went on a detour on the weekend to show family members the plants that they actually protected, didn't spray, the reasons why they didn't spray them, the reasons why they're protected, how they contribute to the ecosystems, and how important that is. And they actually made detours on the weekend to show the work results from the week before. And when we heard those stories, we knew we're onto something.
You got engagement. Yeah.
And we know how hard it is to find workers, how much turnover, and this idea brings sort of a career path to it rather than it's just a job that's for the summer and you're gone. So that's interesting.
It's certainly needed. I mean, we spoke with Jeff Kempter today as well. You know, and the story of as long as he's been involved, 35, 40 years, as long as I've been involved, worker turnover, where are we going to get workers, all of that has always been an issue. So if you can get to where people have pride in their work and you can reward them financially enough that they make a career of it.
Yeah. And I think we have positive lessons learned that we can lean on, that we created a professionalism about tree care, right? And we see retention right there among arborists in our industry. But you're right, you're spot on. The turnover from VM crews in the field is high. And Tom, I'm going to be honest with you, but if I'm out there day in, day out and only eradicate vegetation, mow vegetation, spray vegetation, remove vegetation, and I'm constantly concentrate that, high temperatures, sun up in the air, I'm not going to last long.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
It is very hard work. But if I'm out in the field where I can be proud of a habitat that I create and see the results and the positive benefits, and I've been on right-of-ways where I feel surrounded by biodiversity, by insect activity, by birds, you see wildlife on rights-of-ways, it's incredible. You actually want to be on those right-of-ways and participate and contribute to that stewardship.
Yep.
And if I can be out there with a positive mindset and look at the benefits of the work that I do, I might last longer. Another thing, Tom, that I would like to point out is if you have a high turnover, if there is that ecological knowledge on your team and it leaves, you got to start over again.
Yeah.
So building incentives to stay, building incentives to have a career path,
You're right.
I think provides positive benefits.
So Jason Grossman from Liberty was your co-presenter today, and they sort of piloted the use of this,
They did, yeah.
and he seemed pretty enthused about the results from his company.
Yes. And what Jason does is pretty remarkable. So he's 7 years on this journey, and he has built an internal habitat certificate within his VM program. And if his VM crews go through all of the training and the tools that he makes available to his VM crews, he rewards them with an hourly wage increase.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah.
But not only that, he turns around and monitors the quality of the habitat and the biodiversity that exists on his right-of-way, and he measures how the biodiversity or the species richness increases. He takes that to his company and builds it into the sustainability reporting
Yeah.
of the investor-owned utility. So now you're making a link between the C-suite and the stewardship.
Right.
And now you're turning a right-of-way into an asset.
So what's the role of Grow with Trees been in that evolution with Jason and Liberty?
Grow with Trees is passionate about the topic, but the task force and the infrastructure land stewardship certification is entirely separate from Grow with Trees, right? What Grow with Trees is proud
Other
to
than the
have.
fact that you're one of the creative catalysts for this certification
What a
as
perfect
well.
title for you. Creative Catalyst. I love it.
I'm proud to be part of the task force that's focusing on the infrastructure land stewardship certification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, are you going to be encouraging utilities to do the internal certification similar to what Jason's been doing?
Oh, I would encourage everybody to set up similar training programs and certificates internally. Yes, but to truly make an impact on the landscape across North America, I think a certification is the way to go. Yeah, yeah.
So going back a little bit more in general to Grow with Trees. So you're the founder, going on almost 10 years.
Correct.
What's been your most rewarding success with Grow with Trees? When you're a passionate guy, you really care about what you do, you care about the impact of what you do. So where have you seen some positive impact that gives you the reward you need individually?
That's a loaded question, Tom. I think in the end of the day, everyone among us is looking for that internal motivator, a reason to get up and contribute to something positive within their daily work. We're all on the grind. We all have to meet our targets. We all have to meet our lines. We all have to stay within budget. And I think every one of us is looking for that little bit of oxygen that we can build in a position that we hold, as large as small as it can be, to breathe. And I think if you ask for the biggest success or the biggest reward for Grow with Trees, it is breathing that oxygen together with the people that we work.
Well said. Thank you. No, you're right. I mean, most of the people in this room, and I'm speaking about the convention room, all want to find something positive in what they do every day.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the interesting things about this business is we do work outside. We do have an opportunity to see what our impact is, and we are looking for that positive feedback, to make us feel about our contribution on the planet, right?
Ultimately, to be able to look yourself in the mirror in the evening and say, hey, did I all that I could? And sharing that feeling and that contribution to a stewardship approach with the people you work with, I think is what it makes it all worth in the end.
A great attitude I see among leaders is they want to give back in a positive way, and that's what you're doing. Very good. I'm looking forward to a year from now, Stan. And know you've been busy, and I know you had to do your presentation, and yet you took time to come visit us. So
and I appreciate your patience.
And it is late in the day.
And we jumped him up a day, so I do appreciate your doing it, Stan.
There you go. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to coming back.
Our pleasure.
Thanks for joining us today. Follow us on LinkedIn for updates and to tune in again to the Trees and Lines podcast.